Hi there and welcome to a new video. In this one I want to talk about what's next for Godot. I really love making these kind of videos about talking a little bit, just a relaxed chat about what we can expect in the future of Godot. So the first thing, right now when I opened up the Godot website, well, now we have a GodotCon in the US, okay, basically. Well, this is quite cool, but well, I want to talk more specifically about the versions of Godot, the community itself, etc. So well, I've already made some videos on Godot 4.4 Beta 1, so I'm not going to go into the details of it because as you can see it's quite a long version and it is not even the final release because there are still some betas that probably will be released and maybe more versions. But well, what we can realize over here is how Godot, I believe, that is listening more and more to the community. For example, by adding the game window embedding. So this is basically a feature that over here, if I scroll down, I'm going to be able to demonstrate you. This is the new game tab that is basically right there at the top that maybe you have seen if you use the 4.4 versions, and basically allow you to select any node as here the person is doing, selecting those boxes, and then in the inspector the person is going to be able to do whatever they want with these objects in real time. So if I select this box and I want to move it to the right, modify the script variables or wherever I want, I am going to be able to do it. And the downside that was with this feature was that the window was not embedded, so it was floating around the Godot editor and it didn't like look good. But right now in the game editor you can embed the game on next play, and I will disable make game workspace floating on next play so that I have it right over here. And I should have it right over here. Okay, here it is. Now this is just because I've imported this project into 4.4, so there are some small errors, but there I believe there should be okay. So basically I have this over here and I can go to the 2D and control node mode, and I can select, for example, this jump mode. Well, I can't because I have on top of it I have this fade, but for example, let me go to the input and let me now pause the game, go to the 2D, and I will be able now right here to select the player. Well, I'm not because of this fade, but let me try to hide it and then I should be able to do it. Okay, there we have it. So now, for example, here I have the player animated sprite, or I can even select the player itself, and for example I could modify the extra speed. So for example, this is the default jump that it has. Okay, so let me go to input. Okay, let me do it again. So here's the default jump speed or force. And now if I go to the 2D mode and I select over here the player, or I can directly, I will select over here because there is some UI on top, okay, that I should have set up differently for this to work properly. And over here in the player I have these fields, okay, these export variables, so I can make it, I don't know, -1. Oh well, I am not able because it is set in the code actually, but I don't know, let's do another thing. Let's modify its scale. I want to make the player bigger so that I have it bigger and I can resume the game, and now my player is much bigger. So well, that was something quite requested, and well, now Godot actually listened to us to that. And they're also doing lots of improvements to the physics engine. For example, right now we have physics interpolation, and this will basically allow you to run the physics update at a very low FPS, for example here at 50 ticks per second. And this will allow you to still maintain smooth physics behaviors, okay? And not only this in physics, but even more importantly over here, now Jolt, okay, which is a pretty good physics engine, okay, that has been used in Horizon Forbidden West, for example, provides better performance, better behaviors. So now this option, it is only available for 3D, by the way. You can natively select it. So if you go to the 3D physics, you now have it here as an option. So that is quite cool. And why am I actually mentioning like all these things? Because what I feel like is that now Godot is indeed listening at least a little bit more to the community. And it is not something that, it is my opinion, it is a fact that is happening right now, fortunately. Because well, sometimes Godot has been criticized for not actually listening to the community, and for some people even they say okay, they are more focused on other stuff, on more company side features or that kind of things, and not really like in the community itself, in what they are asking, etc. But well, I do feel that with these features, with also for example This was called the object snapping for moving 3D objects in the editor, so this is also something quite cool, once again requested by lots of people. And I'm mentioning this because for the future, if they are able to listen even more to the community and provide the features that are requested, well, then probably the future of it is going to be quite good. Because, well, on the other hand, we have Red Dot Engine, which, well, at least right now it is the exact same thing. It is basically a fork of it, a copy managed by different people that is meant to actually do this. One of the main things of creating Red Dot was having a different community management to actually listen to the community and provide the features that the community needs. But, well, what would happen with Red Dot if, for example, now Godot does start listening more to the community and releasing the things that are asked? What would happen with Red Dot? Would it actually be worth it? Because not only does it have this, does it have to do with not implementing highly requested features by the community, but also by the community management itself in social media. Because basically what happened a couple of months ago was this post over here. For some people this meant a lot, for others this meant literally nothing, as just that something exists in social media. But, well, the fact is that lots of people complain about this because lots of people were banned, lots of replies were hidden, and, well, there was like lots of drama with this. And, well, then when they wanted to say sorry, for lots of people they basically washed their hands, okay? So they didn't like take responsibility of the different things that actually happened, of the accusations, etc. So, well, this is basically what happened, okay? And the other reason why Red Dot is over here. But, well, of course, right now in Twitter they haven't been like that active, or, well, not that active, but no, of course they are not going to be posting anything similar, probably never again. But, well, probably they have learned from their error. They are not going to be doing it again. Of course, lots of people lost their trust. I know what they thought about the Red Dot engine is not the same now, and there are some people that would not return to the Godot editor never again. But, well, for other people who don't care about Twitter, who forgave Godot or whatever, it is still a pretty worth option, and the future seems to be quite bright, because they are not going to commit the same mistake that they done a couple of months ago. And not only aren't they going to be doing this again, but also they are listening more to the community with this amazing update. So, I don't know, that's what I think, and that's what we can all see right now. But, well, of course, all of us, we are the Godot community, and I would really love to read in the comments down below your opinion on this topic. I know that for some people it's impossible for them morally to go back to Godot, and they prefer much more to use Red Dot. But, well, whatever is your side, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will happily be reading you.